Good evening, hockey fans. Welcome to the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena for this evening's girls' junior varsity game between the North Shore Storm and your Hibbing-Chisholm Blue Jackets. And now let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Storm, starting at goal tonight, senior goaltender number 1, Megan Larson. Starting at right defense, 8th grade defense, number 20, Emma. Starting on left defense, 8th grade defense, number 10, McKenna Jensen. At right wing tonight, 8th grade winger, number 21, Savannah Lundgren. At left wing, 8th grade winger, number 2, Kelly Anderson. And starting at center, 8th grade center, number 3, Ella Peterson. The Storm are assistant coached by Steve Graydon and the head coach, Gracie Comright. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Hibbing-Chisholm Blue Jackets. Starting your goal tonight, 8th grade goaltender number 1, Brycey Hebert. And right defense, sophomore defense, number 28, Abby Anderson. At left defense, freshman defense, number 13, Lily
I'm Julia Girardi. I'm a left wing. I'm number 24, and I'm a senior.
Hockey.
I first started playing hockey because my dad was in hockey, and I always just go skating at the Greenhaven rink. And then when I joined as like an actual sport, I just loved the game. Yeah, I put before I played hockey as like an actual sport, I was there all the time. Yeah, my first varsity goal was against Silver Bay, and my sister passed it to me right in front of the net, and I took a one-timer and scored.
What grade were you in?
I think 8th grade. Yeah, it was when I scored my first varsity goal.
Your first varsity goal up at Silver.
And Dana Lindstrom had it engraved, like Julia Girardi's first varsity goal in the year, and I have it sitting in a case in my room. Okay, I'm going to NDSU to pole vault, and I'm going to be a major in natural resource management. I want to become a wildland firefighter.
That's all we want to pull.
All right. I agree, Nona.
My name's Claire. I'm number 26, and I'm a junior.
All right.
So I'm actually the late bloomer. I didn't join hockey till I was like in 3rd grade, and everyone else joined when they were born. So my inspiration is probably just everyone in my family is in hockey, so I just decided to try, and then I fell in love with the game. She was one of the first girls hockey teams, or she was the first in Hibbing to start, so that's pretty cool.
School?
Yeah, it was actually my first shift to Varsity. It was the first second of the game, and I got a pass from Allie Buzzy, and I scored.
How old were you then? What class were you in?
I was in 8th grade. It's fun. It's living at the rink. Nothing better than that.
Yeah.
I gotta say, my grandparents and my Uncle Phil.
Your Uncle Phil, did he play hockey for Hibbing High School?
No.
But he's just your best fan, one of your best fans.
Yeah. Hi, Mari.
I'd say my mom.
Probably Deron Manning.
Palmer's.
I don't know, I haven't had either.
Depends.
China buffet.
Bakian.
All right.
Starbucks.
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 Target.
Caribou.
Right now, hockey, but usually it's mostly tennis.
Who on the team has the best wrist shot?
Hockey, and softball.
Track.
Track.
My favorite, the last thing I watched was Pocahontas for social. I don't know.
Station 19.
Stranger Things.
The Witcher.
Maybe Megan.
Probably Megan.
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 I'd say Sammy's.
Sammy's.
Place and town.
My mom's kitchen.
Probably my mom's kitchen too.
I'd say Julia.
Julia.
Probably Annika.
Claire.
Herbs and Gerbs.
Caribou or Starbucks?
Subway.
What?
Herbs and Gerbs.
It's a tough one.
Neither?
Yeah, Jimmy John's.
That's fine.
Target.
China Buff Walmart.
Target.
Walmart.
Target.
Walmart.
Target.
Team has the best wrist shot.
Julia Girardi.
Wrist shot.
Julia.
Oh, that's either Julia or Abigail.
I agree with you.
Put Abigail or me. I'm Julia Girardi. I'm a left wing. I'm number 24, and I'm a senior.
Hockey.
I first started playing hockey because my dad was in hockey, and I always just go skating at the Greenhaven rink. And then when I joined as like an actual sport, I just loved the game. Yeah, I put before I played hockey as like an actual sport, I was there all the time. Yeah, my first varsity goal was against Silver Bay, and my sister passed it to me right in front of the net, and I took a one-timer and scored.
What grade were you in? when that happened?
I think 8th grade. Yeah, it was when I scored my first varsity goal.
Your first varsity
Yeah.
goal up at Silver.
And Dana Lindstrom had it engraved, like Julia Girardi's first varsity goal in the year, and I have it sitting in a case in my room. Okay, I'm going to NDSU to pole vault, and I'm going to be a major in natural resource management, and I want to become a wildland firefighter.
That's all we want to pull.
All right. Hi, Great Nona. Hi, Auntie Vicky. Hi, Noni.
goalies.
That's the race right there.
But she plays goalie.
We got it on varsity roster.
Yep. You're gonna become equal to that night. So for this one, just so you know. Just so you're aware.
By penalty to Blue Jackets, number 13, Lily Renskers, 2-minute minor for tripping. Renskers for tripping. Time of the penalty, 45 seconds.
Rings a little hustler.
It's your brother play. Tough.
They counted 6 when they went to the board. Who's got a designated player in this?
By penalty, the score for 2 mini skaters on the ice. The penalty will be served by number 8, Hibbing-Chisholm. By the penalty, the score for 2 mini skaters on the ice. Tap the penalty 2:05. Blue Jackets at full strength. Both teams at full strength.
No, it was right out front, I think. It was a nice goal.
Starting home for the Storm, number 18, Madison Bettler. She's assisted by number 1, Megan Larson. Bettler from Larson. Time to goal, 8:58.
I can't remember what they do in JV, if they play overtime or not. they said the whole game with 2 lines, so. I mean, that's short team. Nice save.
Timeout North Shore. Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena for this evening's girls varsity game between the North Shore Storm and your Hibbing-Chisholm Blue Jackets. And now, let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Storm, starting in goal tonight, sophomore goaltender number 35, Harper Howell. At right defense, junior defense, number 6, Libby Altos. At left defense, senior defense, number 19, Nevaeh Nordland. Starting at right wing, 7th grade winger, number 10, Berkeley Ha. Starting at left wing, sophomore winger, number 7, Natalie Larson. And starting at center, senior center, number 9, Livia Ha. And the remainder of the Storm, assistant coach by Steve Braden, head coach, Zach Review. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Hibbing-Chisholm Blue Jackets. Starting in goal tonight, sophomore goaltender, number 30, Addison Hess. At right defense, junior defense, number 15, Abigail Sullivan. At left defense, sophomore defense, number 9, Reese Story. Starting at right wing tonight, senior winger, number 20, Megan Bussey. At left wing, freshman winger, number 7, Pamela Reavers. And starting at center tonight, senior center, number 18, Annika Lundell. And the remainder of your Blue Jackets, assistant coach by Kristen Sutwell and Beth Brown Davies, head coach Kim Haidu. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please ask me to rise as American Legion Post 222 presents our nation's colors, and as they are proudly celebrating their 53rd year in doing so. Please join me in saluting them and thanking them for their service to our country, our community, and to Blue Jacket hockey. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our Star Spangled Banner being performed tonight by Hibbing's very own Caroline Rue.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We're not on yet. No, no, we're good.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hibbing Memorial Arena
at tonight's high school girls hockey game between the North Shore Storm and the Hibbing-Chisholm Blue Jackets. I'm Gary Jimbetti, along with Jim Catoni, is here to bring you all this jam-packed action in this girls hockey game, and we hope you enjoy it. What do you?
I think it's going to be a great game, Gary. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Annika Lundell for her great game that she played last week. She had a hat trick in that game. The points leaders for Hibbing right now are Annika with 7 points, Megan Bussey with 7 points, and Ani Bobin with 6. I think it's going to be a close game. I think for the Hibbing Blue Jackets, the person for them to beat in this game, Gary, and Coach Hajduk referred to it in the interview that you wrote in the paper today, is this senior goalie that they've got. So we'll see how they do. I watched her during warm-ups. I think she's vulnerable down low, as are most goalies, but she wasn't demonstrating a lot of lateral movement or a lot of interest in doing that during the warm-up, but she's not afraid to come out of the net and challenge the puck carrier, so we'll see how it goes.
Puck won back to Story and sent in by Rewerts into the Storm zone, chased by Annika Lundell. Story puts it back behind the net, where Althouse plays it, and then it comes out front with Buzzy with a shot saved by Powell. Puck kept in by Lundell and Rewerts, and then shot behind the net as Hibbing goes off for a line change. Buzzy in the corner with Althouse. Sends it behind the net into the near curve to Girardi, back to Buzzy. Buzzy sends it in front, and it's battle there with Girardi and Bobin, and they can't get it past Powell. Back to Sullivan, her shot's blocked at the point. She gets it back, shoots it again on, and it's saved by Powell. So real good pressure early on by the Blue Jackets. 4 shots on goal already, and it's not even a minute old.
So they didn't start their senior goalie, they started their sophomore goalie.
Puck one back, Benvey with it behind, brings it up into the circle. Passes it up to Ernest. Gets it back, stolen by Girardi. To Bowman, who shoots and scores! So Hibbing gets on the board first at 1:15 of the first period.
Ani Bobin.
Ani Bobin from, I think, Julia Girardi, and we'll get another assist if there is one there. So 1-0 Hibbing-Chisholm.
That goal came out of a shot on goal that created a scrum in front of the net, but then the puck kicked out. It's like people are going to get tired of me talking about putting the puck on the net and things happen, but it's like unless you get it in there and make people start fighting for it, things just don't happen. You can't.
Well, didn't somebody once say you don't score on 100% of the shots you don't take?
Yeah, there's going to be beautiful goals made by players that come in and skate around the defense and make a great shot. But basically, it's just a game of grit.
So it is Bobin from Girardi, 1:15, Hibbing-Chisholm up 1-0. Brodin tries to punch it into the Storm zone, but can't. Brought back down. Gustafson with control behind the Blue Jacket net to Rewerts. Rewerts pass is intercepted by Matt Markshausen, but it's taken away by the Blue Jackets. Rewerts shoots it up. Cleared back down by Althouse, and that'll be icing on North Shore. Now North Shore is, I believe, a combination of Two Harbors and Silver Bay.
They are Two Harbors High School and Cook County High School.
And Cook County, okay.
Cook County High School. Last year in 2021, they didn't have a good season. They finished the season 6-11.
Lundell won that face-off back to Buzzy. It's taken by Lundell. Back behind the Storm net. Around to the far board, back out to Sullivan, who shoots it. It's saved by Powell. Another save by Powell on a shot by Buzzy. So 6-0 in shots, and we're not even 3 minutes into the first period.
What I saw from North Shore on that shift, Gary, was the defense was just kind of laying back and letting the Hibbing skaters skate around in their zone. They need to be more aggressive. When the play comes to the Hibbing zone, we want to see those Hibbing players taking away time and space from the offensive players. When they take away time and space, they do two things. They don't give them time to think, and they don't give them the space to do it in. So you take away time and space by being aggressive defensively in their zone, by being aggressive on defense. In your zone, you challenge the players, you don't let them hold the puck and think. What I saw on that last shift was North Shore let the Hibbing skaters skate around. Hibbing's more disciplined than that.
With Hoganson, puck brought back out by the Storm. With Hoff, but it's taken away by Girardi, who gets it up to Bobin. Bobin turns, takes it into the zone with speed, shoots it, saved by Powell. Puck kept in by Girardi, by Bobin, who puts it down into the corner.
That was a nice move by Ani to center ice and let the shot go as soon as she had the line to the net.
Taken away, and Warmbold with a shot saved by Powell.
If they keep this up, Gary, they learn their lesson well from the game that we played what was it, 2 games ago, where we had 53 shots on goal.
Oh. And another icing call on the Storm.
So far this season, the Storm is 2-0. They played International Falls on November 18th, and they beat International Falls 11-0. Then they played International Falls at Silver Bay, and then on November 19th, they played Litchfield, and they beat North Shore beat Litchfield 3-2.
Brodeen ties the puck up along the boards. Brought back out by Rash, or by Warmbold, excuse me. Now Rash has it on the far board. She brings it across, takes a shot just wide of the net. Gustafson tries to keep it in, and it is knocked behind the net by Brodeen. And Hibbing goes off on a line change. Ernest with it, shoots it out of the zone, but picked up by Rewerts. Now it's Lundell. Lundell gets it back to Gustafson. Gustafson's lead pass to Buzzy doesn't connect, but picked up by Rewerts. Rewerts lead pass to Rewerts. Centers it over for Buzzy, but that fails to connect. But Buzzy picks up the loose puck and puts a backhand on, and Powell makes the save.
Gary, we talk about players wanting to see them work hard during their shifts and when they're on the ice. One way for our fans out there, people that have played hockey know this, but for the people that haven't played hockey, is you want to see quick stops and quick starts. Start and go. So
Hoganson clears it around the boards to Markshausen, back into the corner with Buzzy. Buzzy still comes away with it, picked up by Torgerson. Puck shot out in front, sticked aside by Powell. Rewerts and Markshausen with it, kept in by Sullivan, and now taken away by the Storm. Markshausen tries to put a shot on, but that's blocked, and Bowman comes away with it. Couldn't stick handle past the Storm defender, but the puck comes back out to center ice, and it's dumped in by Girardi. Girardi chases it down into the corner. Out in front, couldn't connect with Bowman.
Great back check by Claire Rewerts right there.
And here's Hoff. Hoff can't control it in the Hibbing zone. And Larson dumps it in behind the net. Gustafson with it. Sends it back around to Sullivan. Sullivan has it taken away from her by Velchev. Puck out in front. Shot from the point, and it's saved by Hess. So at a 10:43, North Shore gets its first shot on net.
That was a good save by Addison. There were a lot of people in front of the net. That puck came all the way through on the ice.
So Carpenter will take the draw for North Shore. Puck brought back to the point. Shot is deflected into the corner. Rewerts picks it up. And now North Shore starting to find some legs, it looks like, a little bit. Up the boards. Rewerts makes one move. Gets the puck, trying to get the puck. Now she gets it out of the zone, but she can't control it. Finally does and punches it ahead with Bodine. The puck is shot back in the Hibbing zone. Nope, there won't be icing near with Gustafson picking it up. Blue Jackets bringing it across. Ooh, nice body check there, but I didn't know that was legal. And the puck shot down in the Hibbing zone, and we'll have icing on the Storm. You know, she shot that puck into the corner and then either got interfered with or checked. And no call.
No call.
I guess times are changing there in girls hockey.
Let them play.
Buzzy with a shot on net, saved by Powell. Back to Sullivan, who can't keep it in the zone. Hibbing has to tag up. And here comes Lundell bringing it in. With a shot, almost a nice deflection by Buzzy. Kept in by Hibbing, and a shot over the net by Girardi. And the puck is cleared out of the Hibbing North Shore zone, stopped by Hess, left for Sullivan. Sullivan's lead pass to Buzzy is a little wide, going down, and we will have icing called on the Blue Jackets. 9:01 left in the first period. Hibbing-Chisholm 1, North Shore 0.
Well, we've got our shots on goal up high where we want to see it.
Hoff with the draw, brought back by Bobin. Buzzy, Gustafson sends it back behind the net, and here comes Bobin. Bobin tried to hit Rewerts with it. Shot in by Gustafson is saved by Powell. Rewerts puts a shot on that's knocked into the corner. Puck kept in by Rewerts, puts a shot, and hit a North Shore player on the way to the net. Picked up by Bobin. Bobin puts it behind the net. Cleared over to Larson, who sends it out of the hip. There's North Shore zone, and we'll have icing on the Storm.
Now this is an oversimplification on my part, and I acknowledge that to all the people that played hockey out there. But the least resistance to the path of a puck to the net is just off the ice. You're not going to get a stick blade on it, and the only thing there to block it are the feet. The higher it goes, the more body weight you got, the more it's like trying to shoot through a pile of trees. If you shoot it along the ground, it's going to miss.
Sullivan sends it back into the North Shore zone. Chased by Rash. And now it's finally brought out of the zone by Ernest. Picked up by Gustafson, and Sullivan has it taken away from her. And a nice move by Ernest, but Hess comes up with a big save. Puck knocked back down into the zone. One of the few mistakes Hibbing's made, and they almost paid for it on that one.
Yeah.
Rewerts tries to keep the puck in, but it's shot out into Hibbing's zone with Lundell taking over. Up to Rewerts with the pass is just a little wide, and we're going to have icing on the Blue Jackets. .7:17 left in the first period. Shots are 11-2 in favor of Hibbing-Chisholm, 1-0 in favor of Hibbing-Chisholm on the scoreboard. Gustafson around the boards to Rewerts. Rewerts tries to hit Lundell just off her stick, and now Rewerts has it back over to Gustafson. Gustafson's pass doesn't connect. Picked up by North Shore and cleared out of the zone. Rewerts wins the puck battle, brings it in, shoots, and saved by Powell. If anything, Coach Hajduk has to be pleased with the way his team is competing tonight. Golden to take the draw with Hoff. Knocked out of the North Shore zone. Picked up by Gustafson. Chased by Hoff. Up the boards, and Hess covers up and gets a shot from Hoff in the process.
Monroe Rewerts calling that North Shore player on the little tap that she gave to Addison's Hess glove, even though the puck was already frozen. Monroe didn't let that slide by her. I like to see that.
Benvey's shot is blocked. Hoff in the corner with Story. Bobin with it behind the net. Skates away
Nice
from
move
Larson.
by Ani to get around that player against the boards.
Puck kept in. We have offside on the Storm.
I'm not a fan of these cross-rink passes that the defense makes. I know it looks like your forward is wide open over there, and there's a time and place for that, but it seems to me that the first go-to should be up along the boards, out of that lane.
Girardi almost had a break, but she comes in from the side, out in front to Lundell, and she can't get a shot off.
Whoa!
Girardi pushes one through the crease. Picked up by Ernest. Kept in by Sullivan. Nope, not kept in, so Hibbing has to tag up. Now the puck is stolen by Wormbold, who puts a shot over the net. I think Wormbold could have skated in a bit closer and maybe had a better angle. But Brodeen now keeps it in. He tries to put it out front. And it was picked off by Seagren. Wormbold had fanned on it and almost had it taken away, but she gets it back into the corner. Now it's picked up by Gustafson, and now Sullivan has it. Sullivan up. The passes just aren't connecting today.
No, they missed several of those long passes just
I know if
where
they,
we could have had a good rush up ice, but
you just hit the nail on the head. They could have had a lot more chances had those passes. And now we got Buzzy and Brodeen colliding at center ice. Puck is cleared down to the Hibbing zone. Markshausen had it behind the net but lost it. And now Lundell.
time for a line change here, Gary.
Lundell gets it out to center ice and it's brought back down into the Hibbing zone. Gustafson. Lead pass to Buzzy, gets it up to Lundell, but she can't control it. Rewerts, though, now sends it down in. Storm zone, but that was taken away by Benvey. Buzzy with it. Puts it back behind the net to Rewerts. Girardi couldn't control it, but Lundell does and knocks it back down into the Storm zone. Torgerson puts it around the net and picks it back up. Rewerts with it. Seagren had it for a moment.
Good hustle by Ani Bobin right there.
Bobin tries to center but can't connect. Lundell with it. Has it taken away by a Storm player. Hoff with it now in the corner, tries to clear it but can't. Back behind the net, picked up by Torgerson. Torgerson to Benvey. Benvey says it around, and it's out of the zone. Story with it. And taken back by Lundell. He puts a shot on just wide. 3:15 in the period and counting. Kept in by Gustafson, who puts it on. Bouncing puck just goes wide of Powell. Puck's cleared down into Hibbing zone, and we have icing on North Shore.
I'm happy with what we saw in the last couple minutes. They were playing it pretty loose in our zone. They were kind of, I don't know what the word is for it, but they were not playing coordinated. I saw a collision between our players on the other side. They settled down from that. They brought it down into their zone. They held their position good. They kept the puck in their zone for an extended period of time. So I think that was a good minute and a half to 2 minutes.
Puck's on the far boards. Shot put on net and saved by Powell.
It's okay. That's the thing to do.
That shot was taken by Gustafson.
I expect somebody to see me in Hibbing and say, please stop talking about shooting on the goal. But it's like, I don't know where else you're supposed to shoot it at, but
yeah.
It's like, take the shot.
Shot from far out is blocked and put on net and saved by Powell, and she holds on for the face-off.
I don't think you can ever get criticized as a player for taking a good shot at the goal. You'll always expose yourself to coaching guidance if you have a shot and you don't take it. Like that word, coaching guidance?
Velchev and Lundell on the draw. One back to Buzzy, who shoots, and her shot's deflected wide. Lundell behind the net with Velchev. Or actually, that was number 15, Carpenter. Put out in front, nobody home there. Gustafson pushes it back down into the corner. Hoganson with it, but taken away. Sent out in front, and just, she couldn't, that was Rewerts, but she couldn't keep her footing. Buzzy with it behind the net. She should have got that puck maybe out to the point at that, to Rewerts. But some good forechecking going on by the Blue Jackets. And Buzzy puts a shot on and saved and covered up by Powell. .143 left.
We should have more than a 1-goal lead at this point based on the shots on goal and how hard they've been working in their zone.
Yeah, that might be the one thing they're disappointed in when the period ends. Nordland with it back, kept in by Sullivan, who shoots, and her shot is blocked. Story whiffs on a shot, so does Bobin. But a puck happened to get in. Shot and a goal. Must have been by Girardi. Bobin fanned on it, kind of a change-up like thing, and then puck just slid in the crease, and Girardi knocks it home.
That's a perfect example of what happens when you put the puck on the goal. That was not a hard shot that went to the net initially. Goalie didn't handle it, it came back out. Julia was there to put it in the net.
Story up to Bobin.
Put it on the net.
So Lundell tried to get it ahead to Girardi, but couldn't. Sullivan knocks it into the corner. Markshausen gets it out. No, it's kept in by it's not kept in.
So what they need to do right now is they just need to tighten up their defense. They got a 2-goal lead. Their shots well ahead on shots. Don't let this team get a goal before the end of this first period.
Well, both Story and Bobin get assists, but they actually both fanned on shots, and Girardi happened to be the lucky one to get the goal. That came at 15:36, and Hibbing-Chisholm has a 2-0 lead. There's a save by Powell off a shot by Gustafson. Now North Shore comes in, shot right in the breadbasket of
maybe we'd almost like to see Addison get a few more shots so
Yeah.
she stays in the game. You know, you're down there watching the game, and then they come down on a breakaway like that, and it's like, is your head in the game at that point, or are you having to wake up?
That was Hoff who took that shot, but an easy save for Hess. She draws it back to Benvie, who shoots, but that goes wide. Buzzy pushes it behind the net to Rewerts. Rewerts up the boards to
Get the
Rewerts.
puck out of the zone.
Ooh, I mean, Hibbing's just missing on those passes. Otherwise, they'd have a lot more chances to score some goals. But we'll have icing called on Hibbing with 14.4 seconds left in the period.
Tie up the puck off this face-off, don't let anything happen in our zone.
Rewerts can't get it out of the zone. Picked up by Lundell. Puts it across to Gustafson. Gustafson will get it up to Buzzy. She won't have time to get a run, but she puts a shot on that's saved by Powell. And that is the end of the first period.
Saves in the first period for Powell on the Storm 18. For Hess and the Blue Jackets score. Hockey fans, I'd like to remind you, willing to split the pot drawing at the end of the second period. You can purchase your tickets right now in the front of the arena. Also, prior to the beginning of the third, we'll be playing Chop the Puck. And you can also purchase a puck right now at the front of the arena.
I like to see him go up to the goalie after the periods like that. It's like, good game, goalie. We've got 2 goals. They don't have any. You're having a great game.
Yeah, with 4 saves. So Hess did have 4 saves. Powell had 18.
That's okay. It's all about.
Hibbing scored at 1:15. Bobin from Girardi, and then at 15:36, Girardi from Bobin and Story. So at the end of one period, we have Hibbing-Chisholm 2, North Shore 0.
Gary, I'd like to use this few minutes right here as they're starting to resurface the ice. In your article, you talked about your interview with Coach Hajduk, and he talked about gap coverage was really important. Now, I know we've got people out there watching that have played hockey, but I also know we have people out there that haven't played that have been great fans. I got a friend, she's watching from Phoenix, Arizona. We've got a family whose niece is on the ice, and she's watching from Colorado. So I want to give them something to look for in what gap coverage means in a game and what it means for a defenseman specifically. The gap that they're talking about is the gap between the puck carrier and the defensive person as they're coming into your zone or carrying the puck. So it's the responsibility of the defense person to control that gap and to limit the alternatives that forward has. When there's a hesitancy on the part of some defensemen to challenge the puck carrier because they don't want to get beat. So they give too much zone, too much time and space to the puck carrier. That gap coverage means you got to shorten that, and that defenseman has to be watching not the puck as that person's coming towards them, but the chest of that player. That puck can be moved to the right by the players on the stick, but he can go or she can go to the left. So they should key in as they're protecting that gap. They should key in on the chest of the player coming towards them. That's going to tell them the direction that player is going to move in, and their goal should be to keep that gap narrow and to force that play to the outside so that player doesn't have the opportunity to move into the center section of the ice. You got 3 lanes in the ice. Most goals in all hockey are scored from the center of the ice. So that's a layman's description of what gap coverage means, but our fans out there that are watching the game, they can look for that when they see our defensemen. Are they playing good gap coverage? The other thing that I'd like to talk about at the end of the second period is time and space, and what does that mean, and why is that such an important aspect of the game. But thank you to all our fans, the one in Colorado that I know of who's really proud of me.
I guess
and
before
my
we
friend
sign
Phoenix.
off here, we have to thank our sponsors. And that our sponsors now are Village Realty, the Sturbins family, HPAT, HHS Hockey Alumni, Flom Designs and Photography, and HibbingSports.com.
Our sponsors are so important to us, Gary. They enable us to bring these games to everybody. We really appreciate their contribution and hope that the people that can award these sponsors with their business, do so.
That's right. So we'll see you at the end. We'll see you for the second period.
I'm Julia Girardi. I'm a left wing. I'm number 24, and I'm a senior.
Hockey.
I first started playing hockey because my dad was in hockey, and I always just go skating at the Greenhaven rink. And then when I joined as like an actual sport, I just loved the game. Yeah, I put before I played hockey as like an actual sport, I was there all the time. Yeah, my first varsity goal was against Silver Bay, and my sister passed it to me right in front of the net, and I took a one-timer and scored.
What grade were you in when that happened?
I think 8th grade. Yeah, it was when I scored my first varsity goal.
Your first varsity goal up at Silver.
And Dana Lindstrom had it engraved, like Julia Girardi's first varsity goal in the year, and I have it sitting in a case in my room. Okay, I'm going to NDSU to pole vault, and I'm going to be a major in natural resource management, and I want to become a wildland firefighter.
That's all we want to pull.
All right. Hi, Great Nona. Hi, Auntie Vicky. Hi, Noni.
My name's Claire. I'm number 26, and I'm a junior.
All right.
So I'm actually the late bloomer. I didn't join hockey till I was like in 3rd grade, and everyone else joined when they like were born. So my inspiration is probably just everyone in my family is in hockey, so I just decided to try, and then I fell in love with the game. She was one of the first girls hockey teams, or she was the first in Hibbing to start, so that's pretty cool.
School?
Yeah, it was actually my first shift to varsity. It was the first second of the game, and I got a pass from Allie Buzzy, and I scored.
How old were you then? What class were you in?
I was in 8th grade. It's fun. It's living at the rink. Nothing better than that.
Yeah.
I gotta say, my grandparents and my Uncle Phil.
Your Uncle Phil, did he play hockey for Hibbing High School?
No.
But he's just your best fan, one of your best fans.
Yeah. Hi, Mari.
Hibbing-Chisholm leading 2-0 over North Shore. Lundell face-off, one back to Althouse. Up along the boards. Hit the puck, hits the ref, but number Hoff with it for North Shore, puts a shot wide. Larson chases after it. But it's taken away by Buzzy, who gets it back to Sullivan, who loses it to Hoff. Sullivan chases it down, gets it back, takes it behind the net over to Rewerts. Rewerts to Sullivan, takes it behind the net, spins and puts it back up the boards to Rewerts. Sullivan with it behind the net, being harassed by Segrin. Or that was Larson, excuse me. And now it's brought up by Buzzy. Buzzy into the corner, taken away by Althouse, but kept in by Story. Puck stolen away by, actually that's Gustafson. And here comes, but Lundell shoots and scores. Claire Rewerts, if I made that mistake. So at 1:26 of the second period, Rewerts makes it 3-0, Hibbing-Chisholm.
You know, I've watched Claire.
Off and Bowman on the draw, taken away by Rewerts. There was a little interference on that, but no call.
Scoring the unassisted goal for your Blue Jackets, number 26, Claire Rewerts.
So Rewerts unassisted, and there was a shot by Gustafson deflected just wide by Bowman.
Gary, I've watched
shooting just wide.
I've watched Claire in practice make that exact same move in practice, coming off the boards, across the blue line, and letting that hard shot go when she hits the center lane. That, to me, that's a patented Claire Rewerts move. I've watched her in practice do that. She's got that drill. She knows when to let it go. She's got the speed and the stick control to come across. Nice goal for Claire.
Velchev and Warmbold on the draw. Draws one back on Powell, has to stick it aside, and Brodin with it. Knocked away by Velchev, up the boards, back out to Warmbold. Taken away back to Warmbold. Puck's playing a little pinball right there.
To me, right there, they overhandled the puck in the zone. They had a chance right there just to get it on the net.
Yeah, shoot, that's the biggest thing.
Your players are deep, just push the puck in there. It doesn't even have to be the world's most beautiful shot. Just get it on the goal, make stuff happen in front of the net. People are going to really get tired of me talking about that.
Markshausen has the puck knocked away from her, and Sullivan takes it in, and now she breaks to the net into the circle, but it's knocked away by Hoganson.
One move too many.
Then Hoganson clears it the length of the ice. Or actually,
that was unlike Abigail to me. She made one move too many. She's got a great wrist shot. Coach Hajduk has talked about her wrist shot. She's got a quick release. But that's the way they learn.
Lundell draw back to Buzzy. Buzzy shot blocked. The shot on by Lundell just goes wide. Kept in by Gustafson. But taken away by the Storms, Ernest. He sends it down into Hibbing zone, and we're going to get icing on the Storm. So that was Rewerts unassisted at 1:26. Makes it 3-0 Hibbing-Chisholm. Lundell wins the draw back to Buzzy. Her shot's blocked. Lundell puts on a backhand, and it's saved by Powell. Hoff will take the draw with Lundell. That's North Shore's top line. Hoff, and Larson. Back to Buzzy's shot is blocked. Kept in by Lundell. Pushed behind the Storm net. Brewerts in the corner, gets it off to Buzzy, who sends it out to Lundell, and she can't get a shot off.
Oh, risky press in there on the
Here
defense.
comes Hoff, but a nice play by Brewerts to slow down that Storm rush. Hoganson pushes it, tries to push it back, and now the puck goes on Hess, who covers up, and will have a face-off to her right. 13:10 left in the second period, 3-0 Hibbing-Chisholm. Very clean game today too, no penalties as of yet. Face-off taken by
Nice move by Claire to pick that puck up off the face-off.
Skates and sends it across, and Girardi shoots, scores! So Girardi from Rewerts, 2-on-1 on Powell. Nice cross-ice pass by Rewerts, and Girardi knew what to do with it as soon as she got it on her stick. So that's at 3:58 of the second period.
Gary, it's really exciting for me to see the natural instincts on the part of these girls. Claire stepped into the circle, took that puck off the face-off, and broke immediately for the North Shore zone, and she knew that her teammate, Julia, was going to be with her all the way down. Julia, when she saw her break, when Claire broke, Julia broke.
Bowman in the corner.
She's assisted by number 26, Claire Rewerts, and number 15, Abigail Sullivan. Girardi, from Rewerts, and Sullivan. Time of the goal, 3:58.
Sullivan behind the net, out to Rewerts. Off her skate, but she picks it back up. Sends it centering pass over to Girardi, just a little long, but no, we won't have icing. Kept in at the point by the Blue Jackets behind the net.
I can't speak for Coach Hajduk, but for me, as a player and having done some coaching of bantams, not in Minnesota in another state, but that's like a coach's dream to see a play get executed like that.
Puck just goes wide of the net. Hibbing had it in dangerous territory, and the Storm kind of were fortunate that that didn't go in. Along the boards, Komarek had it. She gets it back to Benvey. Benvey is kept in by Gustafson, almost deflected in by Brodeen. Rash almost gets it. It's sent back into the zone by Rewerts. Velchev with it. Or actually Carpenter with it. Taken back by the Blue Jackets and out of the zone. Long lead pass to Buzzy. Doesn't connect. And we have offside on Hibbing. 11 minutes exactly remaining in the second
This number
period.
15 with North Shore, Katie Carpenter, she's only a 10th grade center, but she's got a lot of hustle and a lot of skill. They're going to be seeing great things out of that young lady in the next couple of years.
Lundell and Hoff on the draw, one back to Sullivan, who sends it across, and we got offside on Hibbing. Buzzy just in a little bit too quick. So Hoff and Lundell on the draw, one back to the point.
As a Hibbing fan, you have to be happy with what we're seeing in this second period. They're bringing a lot of energy and a lot of commitment, working hard.
And puck shot out by the Storm, and icing is waved. Lundell will go pick it up, Sullivan will pick it up the boards to Buzzy. Taken away by Hoff behind the net. Sends it out to Althouse. His shot is blocked. Picked up by Gustafson, or actually Story, I believe. Her shot from the point is blocked. And we have a pass out to Girardi. Girardi with Buzzy, 2-on-2. Buzzy's shot is deflected. Pass back out, picked up by Gustafson. Gustafson up the boards, her pass is too long for Bowman. But Nordland has it, now she has it back. Gets it up to Larson, or actually to Comerick. Althouse sends it back down to the hitting zone. And we will have icing on the Storm. .9:37 left in the second period. Hibbing-Chisholm 4, North Shore 0.
I should know, but what did we finish the first period with in terms of shots on goal? Do you recall?
18. So we've outshot them now 8-2, or actually 8-1
In the second period.
Yeah. Rewert's battling over there with Benvey, comes away with it. Story, or Gustafson actually pushes it behind the net. Back over to Markshausen. And Hoganson clears it out. Hit that puck shot into the benches by Girardi, so we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Warmbold and Carpenter on the draw. Won by North Shore. And Warmbold with the puck over to Gustafson. Or actually that Story. I can't get the 8 and 9 mixed up, but it is, no, it's Gustafson. Now Story comes out with Sullivan. Carpenter and Warmbold on the draw, one back, and a shot on goal by Nordland is saved by Hess. And now it's brought out by Rash. Rash tried to hit Brodeen, who knocks it into the North Shore zone. Back out to center ice, Gustafson, or Story knocks it back in for Hibbing. Nordland with it. Taken away by Warmbold.
Good aggressive forechecking on the part of Hibbing.
Story's shot is knocked down, and then it's picked up by Brodeen. Brodeen tries to center, but it's knocked down by Nordland. Nordland with the puck up to Ernest. Sullivan takes the puck away from Ernest. Long lead pass to Buzzy. Buzzy had one to beat, but she couldn't get a good angle on her to get to the net. Lundell with it though. Lundell out to Sullivan. Sullivan back to Lundell, but it doesn't connect. Shot fired around the boards, picked up by Story, kept in by Hibbing, and then taken back out by Hoff. Hoff has the puck taken away from her, but it's fired into the hitting zone by Nordland. Sullivan with it, spins away from one, gets it over to Story. Story up to Buzzy. Buzzy cross ice to Rewerts. Rewerts brings it down, shoots, her shot is blocked. Picked up by Gustafson. Gustafson fires it down into the Storm zone, being chased by Girardi. Puck on the near curve, near boards. Gustafson takes a shot that's blocked. Bobin with it. Bobin circles the net, stops, gets it back to Rewerts. Rewerts gets away from Benvey. Gives it over Ties it up in the corner with Girardi. Back to the point to Rewerts, who shoots. Puck is blocked in front. Out to Gustafson, who shoots. Her puck shot is blocked. And the puck is fired down the ice by Larson, and we have icing on the Storm.
I know we're Hibbing sports and I know we're Hibbing fans, but I'm really loving the work that I'm seeing out of this Hibbing team in this second period and this whole game. Goes back to what I was saying earlier. Quick stops and quick goals. They're working real hard. I'm impressed with the play of Ani Bobin. They're all impressive.
Brodin back to Gustafson. Puck is brought out of the Storm zone, picked up by Warmbold. Warmbold fires it back down. No icing on that one. Picked up by Nordlund. Belchev with it along the far boards. Kept in by Hibbing. Nordlund with it. Up to Komarick. Taken away by Warmbold. Warmbold shoots and it up and over the net. Rash with it behind the net. Battling with
all these
Nordlund.
lines are working really, really hard on the offensive zone.
Markshausen with it. Markshausen through center ice with speed. Takes a shot that goes wide of the net, picked up by Rewards. North Shore off on a change. There's a pass there that just missed. We might have icing, but no, they're going to wave that off.
I think that was a good example of what I talked about between periods on the part of Kendall Gustafson. Controlling the gap, she forced the play to the outside and nothing happened. You can't let those players come down ice and move into center ice.
Shot was blocked by Rewards. Carpenter with it, but her shot goes into the corner. Seagrim has it taken away by Rewards, who gets it ahead to Buzzy. Knocked off the puck by Benvey. Picked up by Lundell. Lundell's looking. Finally puts a shot on that save by Powell. Girardi with it in the corner. Back to Sullivan, who shoots and saved by Powell. And it's knocked out of the zone, picked up by Girardi. Girardi backhands it past to Bobin. Bobin's got a 2-on-1 with Rewards, who shoots a backhand, and what a glove save by Powell. Rewards had to make sure she stayed on side there, and I got a nice pass from Bobin, but she couldn't finish that one. Puck cleared out of the Storm zone over to Girardi. Girardi dumps it, tries to dump it in the corner, and then runs into a Storm player and knocks her down. Rewards behind the net. Out front to Girardi. Girardi shoots, and her shot's blocked. And now it's cleared out of the Storm zone, but picked up by Girardi. Girardi sends a cross ice pass to Rewards that doesn't connect. And here comes the Storm, but it's taken away by Rewards. Sent up the board to Rewards. Knocked back into the Hibbing zone. Taken away by Bobin. Coming down 1-on-2. Squeezes past the boards. And Rewards picks it up. Puck is cleared down by the Storm, number 12. Hoganson, and we have icing on the North Shore Storm. So 2:54 left in the first half, or second period. Hibbing 4, Chisholm 4, North Shore 0. Shots 28-6 in favor of Hibbing.
Hibbing's been working really hard in this period. I would be surprised if we don't have another goal before the end of this period. Maybe that's a wishful broadcaster's thought. We don't want to see them rushing down ice like this.
With a rush. And we got a penalty coming up, probably a hooking on Hibbing, it looks like.
I think that's our first penalty of the game, isn't it?
So at 14:25, Gus Story goes off for Hibbing, giving North Shore the first power play of the night. And Carpenter will take the draw against Buzzy. Hibbing's penalty kill's been pretty good this year. I don't know what the percentages are.
85% is what I got off the
Shot blocked. Rearwards does get it out of the zone there. Back over to Hoff. Shot behind the net. Ernest with it. Back behind the net. Back to Hoff. Hoff out to the point to Hoff. Pass doesn't connect. Ernest with it. Ernest gives it off to Hoff. Good out front, a shot.
Nice spot.
And a nice save by Addison Hess. Trying to get the number on that shot. It looks like number 10, Hoff. There's two Hoff sisters out here, so.
I thought that was a great defensive play by Addison. That shot was right on and on the ice.
And she got the pad out.
She got the pad out, kept it down on the ice.
Hoff shoots it wide and deflected wide. Another save by Hess on a Hoff shot. Carpenter with it behind the net, tries to center and knocked down by Hibbing. And the puck now is fired out and down the ice. It looks like Rewards. 23 seconds left in the penalty, 55 seconds left in the second period. Ernest with it, sends it up ice to Hoff. Hoff dumps it down into Hibbing zone, will be chased down by Lundell. Lundell turns and fires it down the ice, and that'll be it for the Hibbing penalty. 34 seconds left in the period. So maybe only 2 shots on that power play for North Shore, but Addison Hess came up with one of the bigger saves of the game there. Puck is almost stolen by Rash, picked up by Larson. Out to Lundell, who shoots it back into the zone. 9 seconds left. Picked up by Komarek. Komarek across the blue line. Stolen away by Sullivan, and there's your second period.
Saves in the second period for Powell, the score of 6, with a 2-period total of 24. Saves in the second period.
I thought that was a real impressive second period by
with a 2-period total of 7.
By Hibbing-Chisholm.
Yeah, here's your scoring at 126, Rewerts unassisted. Then at 358, Girardi from Rewerts and Sullivan. And there you have it. Powell had 6 saves for a total of 24. And Hess 3 saves for a grand total of 7. So at the end, go ahead.
No, go. Finish your
summary.
No,
go.
At the end of the first period, I talked about gap coverage and what that relevance of that was. And there's a lot of conversation, and you hear me talk about time and space and coachery. Coach Hajduk talks about time and space. You can watch UMD play, and Scott Sandelin will talk about time and space, and you watch the pros, and they'll talk about time and space. What is all of that about? Time and space simply means that you play aggressively to take away time and space from your opponent. The more you rush them, the less time they have to think about what they want to do, and the less space they have to do it in. So it's a fundamental. You don't sit back and watch and wait for your opponent to make a move. You go after them, force them to make their decision in shortened time and in lessened space. And as long as you do that, you're going to come out on the successful end in the long run. I saw a lot of it in this last period with Hibbing on the attack in the zone. If North Shore got possession of the puck. They didn't let them think about it. That's aggressive forechecking, but it's all about taking away time and space from your opponent. Don't give them time to think about what they want to do. Force them to think they're going to make poorer decisions.
Force them into a quicker decision.
Force them into a quicker decision and give them less time to execute it. And the other thing that is always on my mind about putting a lot of shots on goal, every time you make that goalie move through period 1, period 2, by the time you get to period 3, that goalie's expending energy to make those saves. By the time you get to the third period, the more shots you have, the more tired that goalie's going to be. Their actions are going to be slower, their energy level's going to be lower. So it's all about time and space, putting pucks on the net, blah, 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 from Jim, the broadcaster, the rookie broadcaster. I think Hibbing's playing a great game so far. I think that the scorer is not really reflective of how many scoring chances that they've had. And they've got to come out and carry that same energy and pressure into the third period, and we'll have a good outcome of this game. They didn't sit back in the last game that they played when they had a lead. I don't expect them to sit back now. It's not over till that lady sings, but I can't say that anymore till the lady sings. You can't say that and be correct about anything, can you? You can't describe her, you just say the lady sings.
Yeah, just say it's not over till the final buzzer goes off.
There you go.
Then you're a lot safer.
I want to thank all of our sponsors, Village Realty, the Sternbens family, Hibbing Public Access Television, Hibbing High School Hockey Alumni, Flum Designs and Photography, and HibbingSports.com. As far as that Hibbing High School Hockey Alumni, if you're out there and if you ever played hockey for Hibbing, you might be part of the Hibbing Hockey Alumni sponsorship. If you know somebody that played hockey for Hibbing, go tell them to support Hibbing Sports. If you walk by a Hibbing hockey player on the street sometime, tell them to go support Hibbing Sports. We'll take a break. We'll be back at the beginning of the third period. Thank you folks for listening.
Oof. I'd say my mom.
Probably Deron Manning.
Palmer's.
I don't know, I haven't had either.
It depends.
China buffet.
Bakian.
Starbucks.
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 Caribou.
Right now, hockey, but usually it's mostly tennis.
Who on the team has the best wrist shot?
Hockey, and softball.
Track.
Track.
My favorite, the last thing I watched was Pocahontas for social. I don't know.
Station 19.
Stranger Things.
The Witcher.
Maybe Megan.
Probably Megan.
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 I'd say Sammy's.
Sammy's.
Place in town.
My mom's kitchen.
Probably my mom's kitchen too.
I'd say Julia.
Julia.
Probably Annika.
Claire.
Herbs and Gerbs.
Caribou or Starbucks?
Subway.
What?
Herbs and Gerbs.
It's a tough one.
Neither.
Yeah, Jimmy John's.
That's fine.
Target.
Target.
Walmart.
Target.
Walmart.
Target.
Julia Girardi.
Julia.
Oh, that's either Julia or Abigail.
I agree with you.
But Abigail or me.
back for the third period of the game between North Shore and Hibbing-Chisholm. Story reams the puck down into the corner. Picked up by Althouse. And then sent up the boards to Hoff. Out the neutral zone, and Sullivan picks it up. Off to Girardi. Girardi's a little late on that pass there. She could have gotten that a little quicker. Story with it behind the net to Sullivan. Sullivan around the boards up to Rewerts. Rewerts cross ice to Girardi. Girardi loses the puck again. Taken away by Hoff. He has it knocked away by Bolden. And then Nordland sends it down into Hibbing zone. Picked up by Gustafson. Gustafson patches a little too far for Buzzy. Sent cross ice. Hibbing's on a change.
They had too many players on the ice right there. But they
Komarek
didn't call
tries
on
to chase it down. Sent out to Velchev. Velchev shoots. Sticked away by Hess.
Good poke check away by Addison.
She almost fanned on it though, and gave North Shore a good scoring opportunity. Rewerts up the boards to Buzzy, who can't control it. Knocked in by Komarek. Picked up by Gustafson, up the boards to Buzzy. Cross ice to Lundell, whose pass is a little too long for Rewerts. But Rewerts sends it out to Lundell. Shots deflected off and saved by Powell. Intercepted by Rash, but then taken away by North Shore. Brodeen. Or Lundell had it knocked away from her. Picked off by Hoff. Hoff back to the, sends it to the circle. Lundell with it back behind the net over to Rash.
We're getting outworked at the beginning of this period.
Long pass intercepted by North Shore. Coming down but knocked away by Rewerts. That's a couple dozen play or half a dozen plays that Rewerts has made tonight on that back check. Carpenter with it is knocked down and Rewerts comes away. Across center ice into the zone with speed over to nice save by Powell. That must have been Brodeen who had that shot. She just did not get it elevated. But Powell came up big for North Shore. Bowman on the draw for Hibbing. Taken by Girardi. Girardi skates it, tries to center it. Goes behind the net. Girardi back to Rewerts. Rewerts circles. Has the puck taken away from her. Back into the corner. Near corner. Story tries to put it back down. Now Hoff has it at the circle. Takes a shot that goes wide and comes out of the zone and back down into the storm zone. Hibbing wins that puck battle. Bobin takes it, out centers it out, and it's intercepted by Larson. Kept in by Girardi. Girardi moved over to Rewerts, and there's a goal. That was Buzzy. Goal by Buzzy. Nice pass from Girardi.
Good hustle along the boards. Great pass by Julia over to Megan, breaking for the net, and a nice delay and pause and backhand over the goalie.
3:44 of the third period. Buzzy from Girardi, and we'll catch if there's another assist. Now we have Bryn Babbitt. Shot there there by Lundell is blocked.
Scoring the number Blue Jackets, number 20, Megan Varsity. She's assisted by number 24, Julia Girardi, and number 5, Bonnie Bowman.
So Bowman gets the second help.
And Bowman. Time of the goal, 3:44.
3:44, time of the goal, 5-0, Hibbing-Chisholm. Velchev tries to chase the puck down, but it comes to Rewerts. Velchev with it, shot on and saved by Hess. Puck comes out to the point, kept in by North Shore. Again, now we have Bryn Babbage out with Lundell and Buzzy. Puck up to Buzzy. Buzzy across to Babbage. Babbage comes in, shoots, saved by Powell.
Nice pass from Megan, good shot by Bryn, and nice coverage of Megan rushing to the net for a rebound. That's exactly the type of hustle that we want to see from them.
Well, that's the type of team this has. This is an unselfish team. They don't care who scores goals, and they cheer for everybody on the team when they do score. And that's the type of team you need if you want to have success. Puck's coming out of the zone, sent in by Sullivan. They're all happy for each other, that's a good sign when you have a team like that. Warmball keeps it in, and now Rash shoots and saved by Powell. And then the puck is cleared by the Storm, and we'll have icing. You watch them on the bench, and they're hugging each other and doing everything over there.
They've been standing the whole game.
But you know what? That comes from the senior leadership too, and Hibbing has a bunch of good seniors this year, and that's how you have success too, is when your seniors take over and lead your team. Puck goes out of play.
I'm seeing that same leadership in the junior and sophomore group and freshman group of this team as well.
Warmball taking the face off the puck. One back to Benvey, who gets it up to Hoff, but Sullivan's there to take it away. Warmball with it, skates around, gets it up to and then taken away by Hoffs at the Hoff. Brodeen had it, but now Sullivan with it. Sullivan up to Girardi. Hoff with it, she shoots, but the shot goes wide. Larson tries to put it behind the net, but it's intercepted by by Gustafson. Puck dropped down into the North Shore zone, out to the point, kept in by Rewerts. Rewerts has it taken away from her by Larson. Larson coming down, 1-on-2, shoots and a save by Hess.
Good back check effort on the part of Julia there to get back to the net, cover for any rebound or anything like that. Loose puck that might have come out from that shot.
Rundell taking this draw, wins it back to Gustafson. Gustafson around the boards to Rewerts, taken away by Komarek, but then, and still in the hitting zone, Rewerts has it taken away by Komarek again. Shot just short of the net.
There's the kind of passing that we want to see.
Taken away by Buzzy, who shoots and has a shot blocked. Buzzy tries to keep it in, but can't. Komarek with it. Dumps it down to the Blue Jacket zone. Picked up by Gustafson. Gustafson over to Buzzy. Velchev tried to take it, but couldn't. Carpenter with it behind the net. Tries to center, but taken away by Lundell. They're covering up nice in front of the net, too. Not giving North Shore much to really shoot at. Intercepted by Reworks. She timed that one right, but she just couldn't control it. Centers tried to center, but it's off the net. Puck around the boards and out of the zone. Be chased down by Warmbold. Who has that puck knocked away by Ernest. Picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan turns it up ahead to Babbage, who can't control it, but then Babbage knocks it down into the Storm zone. Warmbold with it, shot just high, picked up by Benvie, who sends it around the net. Kept in by Sullivan. Battle along the near boards. .8:27 left in this third period. A shot on by Sullivan is saved by Powell. Another clearing attempt saved by Sullivan. Ahead to Babbage. Babbage gives it up to Reworks. Reworks center gives it out to Story's shot, and it's saved by Powell, and she sticks it out. Bowman with it. Gives it off to Reworks, out to Girardi. Her shot's blocked.
Great energy by Hibbing.
Bowman with it again, back to Reworks. Reworks tries to center to Girardi, but that pass is broken up. Shot on, deflected in by a North Shore player, and Powell covers up. 7:40 left in the game. Hibbing-Chisholm 5, North Shore 0.
We're seeing some excellent shifts by all of these lines. A lot of hard work.
Buzzy with it. Skates away from one, can't get away from another. Give it up to Lundell. Lundell hasn't been taken away from her. Kept in by Reworks, but knocked down by Hoff. Puck into the Hibbing zone, chased down by Gustafson. Gustafson along the near curve, up to Reworks. Reworks pushes it ahead to Lundell. Lundell along the boards, gives it behind the net to Buzzy. Puck coming out front, but then picked up by Reworks and sent back down to the corner. Hoff with it. Hoff spins away, sends it up the boards to Markshausen. Markshausen across the Hoff. Shot down to the Hibbing zone. Stick aside by Hess, picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan up to Rash. Rash has it taken away from her and knocked down the Hibbing zone, picked up by Rewerts. But we must have offside on the Storm. 6:30 left in the game. Hibbing-Chisholm 5, North Shore 0. Warmbold on the draw, wins it back to Sullivan. Sullivan pushes it ahead to Brodeen, but she wasn't ready for the pass. Knocked down in the Hibbing zone, Sullivan with it. Sullivan spins away from one defender, turns it up ice, gets it by two defenders, shoots it on net.
Oh.
And it's a save by Powell, but there was offside on the Blue Jackets. So a nice rush by Sullivan. Brodeen and Carpenter on the draw. Puck won by North Shore. Ernest with it. Ernest being hounded by Brodeen and then Sullivan. Ernest sends it out front, but nobody's there. Picked up by Rash. Rash and Story along the boards, far boards. Picked up by Ernest. Ernest tries to center again, but it's knocked down by Sullivan. Carpenter with it. Battling with Warmbold. Taken away by Sullivan, whose clearing attempt is held in. Sullivan does knock it down and tries to get it out, but again kept in by the Storm. Gustafson with it by the near boards. Or that's actually Story with it. She can't get it out of the zone. And Hoff with it, shoots it out front. A nice stick aside by
Addison.
Hess. And we have a penalty coming up on the Storm. So at 11:55, North Shore gets its first penalty of the game. That is Livia Hoff, the senior center for the Storm. And now we have a timeout called.
I think I got too absorbed in the game as a fan. I didn't even see that penalty.
So we have 5:05 left in the game. Hibbing-Chisholm's up 5-0 going on their first power play. Yeah, kind of a complete game today by the Blue Jackets, offensively, defensively, goaltending. Addison has made the saves she's supposed to make, and she's come up with a couple of toughies, so you can't ask for a better formula than that to get a win.
I'm impressed with their energy levels and their skating. The quick stops and goes, quick reverse of direction. That all takes energy and hard work. I've seen everybody on the Hibbing-Chisholm team doing that this game.
Bobin and Carpenter on the draw. One back by North Shore, and then cleared out of the zone where Sullivan picks it up. Sends it cross ice to Girardi. Girardi skates in, drops a pass for Bobin. Bobin tries to get it back, then does get it to Sullivan, who gets it down to Girardi in the corner, back to Bobin. Rewerts with it behind the net. Rewerts looking
that
for
type
some
of
the
effort right there
basket.
by Claire Rewerts is exactly what I'm talking about on terms of quick stop and go, reverse direction.
Puck cleared, Sullivan with it.
That's a reflection of hard work and practice, good coaching.
Rewerts in the circle. Picked up by Bobin. 4:06 left, 1 minute left in the power play. Girardi has it taken away from her by Althaus, and then it's cleared. And now the race to the puck will be won by Rewerts, who drops it in the corner. Ernest with it though. Sends it out front to Carpenter, whose shot goes wide. And Girardi brings it up. Shoots it up and over the net off the glass. Buzzy comes in with Lundell. Lundell to Buzzy. Back to Lundell at the point. Lundell's shot is saved by Powell. Powell with another
It's still
save.
loose.
And now the whistle finally blows.
I rest my case. That shot went all the way from the point to the net on the ice. 2 feet off the ice, 3 feet off the ice, it would have hit a body.
Yeah. And you never know if it gets deflected which way it's going to go. 16 seconds left in the man advantage for Hibbing-Chisholm. Back to the point. Shot in by Lundell, saved by Powell, but we got a goal. Picked up that rebound and put it past Powell. At 13:46.
In the center of that celebration was one sister hugging another. Who said that siblings can't get along?
Now we have running time with a 6-goal lead. Gustafson.
Scored the power play goal for your Blue Jackets, and with their very first varsity goal, number 7, Pamela Reaver.
So Pamela Reaver gets the goal.
She's assisted by number 18, Annika Lundell.
The first of her career from Lundell. Off coming down, has her stick tied up, and the puck goes to Babbage. Babbage gets it out of the zone. That was Penella Rewerts' first varsity goal, comes on the power play at 13:46 of the third period. And with a 6-goal lead, we'll have running time. Hoff coming in all alone, puts a backhand on Hodis and Addison Hessen.
Great
comes
back
out with a
check by
big pad
Abigail to
save.
clear that puck off of that rebound.
Here comes Girardi. Girardi over to Rewerts. Rewerts out front, deflected by both Bowman and Girardi, but Paula with a big save. Girardi now breaking away, coming in, puts a shot on net, saved by Powell. Here comes Hoff, shoots it in, but it's deflected off of Gustafson and behind the net. Gustafson pushes it up the boards to Rewerts. Rewerts has it taken away, but now it's off the stick of Bowman. Out to neutral ice with Althaus with it, and she shoots it back into Hibbing zone. 1:20 left in the game. Rewerts ahead to Lundell. Lundell to Rewerts. Her pass, just a little bit short of Buzzy. And here comes Velchev in. Her shot is blocked by Gustafson.
1 minute remaining in the game.
1 minute left in the third period. Hibbing-Chisholm 6, North Shore 0. Puck over to Rewerts. Rewerts back to Lundell, but maybe a little too slow on that return pass. But other Rewerts now, Monroe Rewerts shoots it into the corner. Shot on, Powell with the save. Shot by Buzzy. Puck is cleared, and we will get icing on this. With 25 seconds, that should just about do it. They probably won't have much time to get even a play off here. Face off won by the Storm, who cleared again. We'll get icing again, but that's going to do it. And your final score from the Hibbing Memorial Arena is Hibbing-Chisholm 6, North Shore 0.
The numbers up there on the board again, Gary, like we've seen, 43 shots on goal versus 11 shots on goal.
Here's your third period scoring. We had Megan Buzzy from Girardi and Bowman at 3:44. And then Penella Rewerts from Annika Lundell. Power play goal at 13:46 of the period. Saves for Powell that period, and 4 saves for Hess, for a total of 11, and Powell had 37 saves. That's a busy night for a goalie. And you got Wormbold and Velchev out there hugging each other. They must, and Hess too. So they must play, they must play some of those All-Star series or games against with each other.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the connection is there. Before we sign off, Gary, I want to give a shout out to all of our fans. Some particular fans. We got a lady in Colorado named Vicky, super fan. We got a lady in Arizona at Phoenix called Ann, super fan. Got a lady in Minneapolis, Barbara, super fan. We have a bunch of, I live at the Android in Hibbing, and I'm building a fan base there, and we've got a bunch of ladies at the Android who love hockey. Some of them have a hockey history. One of them, son-in-law, Collier. So I give a shout out to all my neighbors for watching us. And once again, Gary, it was fun to be here with you. Hibbing's going to be gone to the Lightning tournament that's coming up here.
Yeah, Grand Rapids Thanksgiving tournament.
Thanksgiving
Grand
tournament.
Rapids Greenway Thanksgiving tournament. They play. Is it White Bear?
Blaine. I
Blaine
think.
on Friday at 5 o'clock, and then they play White
Bear on 11:30 the next morning.
11 or 11:30 on Saturday morning. We also again want to thank our sponsors: Village Realty, Disturbance Family, HPAT, HHS Hockey Alumni, Flom Designs and Photography, and HibbingSports.com. It's with your generosity that we're able to put these games on HPAT and on Facebook and on whatever other social media outlet there is. And we hope you enjoy it. So
it's been a treat to be here alongside you, Gary. You're the veteran. I'm still the rookie. This is my what is this? My third game?
Yeah,
something like
third
that.
one.
Third game. So let me see where Hibbing's going. We'll be back in Hibbing on January 25th. I don't know where that note came from. I make myself notes and then I don't remember why I made them. It's like I walked into this room to get something, but why did I walk in here? So,
actually, it says next game is Tuesday the 30th.
I'm looking at something else. We're going to
7 p.m.
I think
against
North Shore will be
International
back.
Falls.
I think North Shore will be back in Hibbing on January 25th, but we'll be back home on November 30th versus International Falls.
So yeah, again, we'll be with you. We love you watching, but I'm sure they'd like it if you were here to come out and watch this team. This is a very solid team, the best I've seen over the last few years. And I've been told that there's not one. There might be only one true hockey player in the whole bunch of them that takes hockey seriously and does it all year round. The rest of them are three-sport athletes, and they don't necessarily play hockey all year round.
Well, on some of our interviews that we did with them, two of them, we asked them, what's your favorite sport? And they both said track.
Well, so, and it's unlike, like Proctor Hermantown, who won the state tournament last year. They take that team and they play hockey all summer and do all that. And that's what I've been told happens. And so more power to the Blue Jackets for most of your girls playing three sports and being more well-rounded as an athlete that way. And I know it helps to just focus on one sport, but it also, you have to do other things to keep your mind sharp, and that's exactly what they do when they play three sports.
Well, thank you, Gary. It was a great pleasure to be with you. Thank you, fans, for tuning in. Have a good evening, what's left of it, and we'll see you at our next game. Bye.